Whoa, what's up, Cowboy Dave Yarnell, the showstopper? Woo! What a show, brother. How you doing?
I'm good, big man. How you feeling tonight?
I'll tell you what, Dave. The older I get, the sleepier I get, the harder it is to get through these. So we got here. We got Triple H to put these premium live events on Saturdays now. If we can get them to move them up like another hour or so for us old folk, so we can get through these the whole pay per view without nodding off or taking 50 piss trips or whatever. That'll be perfect. We're working on it. We got to call good old Paul Lavecchio. A fan of the show, no doubt. We'll have to
Well, we should be used to this. We do our podcast this late anyway, so we're good.
You're right. Yeah, actually, you're not that far off from that. Usually we're into hour 2 by now. So
yeah, pretty much.
All right. A couple comments here. Hey, we got our boy Eddie Prather checking in. Yeah.
Eddie, what's up, baby? Let me talk to you. Yeah.
And he also says, Cody.
Eddie, you are so right, Cody, baby.
All right, well, hey, Dave, you know what, Dave? Let's kick it off here with the Logan Paul match. Logan Paul versus KO. Logan Paul retains. And I'll tell you what, brother, terrific match.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. I really did. I thought they put on a great show. And Logan Paul, he just signed a new contract with WWE. I have to give him credit there. Being the U.S. champ and all, and now he retained tonight, which was good. But I love Kevin Owens, guys. I just do. I think KO is the best. That match he put on tonight was awesome. I'll give it out of 10. I have to give it an 8 without a shadow of a doubt. The ending was great, but the ending wasn't what I thought because I thought KO was going to pull it off. But what are you going to say? What are you going to do? But it's fine.
Yeah. Well, Eddie says it was a solid match with a goofy finish. And Eileen says that, hello, Eileen. Thank you for checking in. Eileen,
Eileen, what's up, baby?
I said, as a born men's Rumble match, we'll talk about that in a little bit because I kind of agree with that. But Eddie says, Eileen mad that she was wrong about Cody not winning Rumble. Eddie's calling you out, Eileen. Eddie's calling you out.
Yes, so, he is.
The KO Logan Paul match, Logan Paul, Jake Paul, Chris Paul, whatever you want to call him, I don't know. A terrific match. I'll tell you what, man, KO, I thought he was awesome in that match.
Good.
Really strong in the match. The finish was, I thought the finish was fantastic. I thought the way they did it, because you're like, oh, here we go again. We have Logan Paul cheating to win with the brass knuckles, some goofy asshole coming out of the crowd with brass knuckles again. Whoever that clown is that's with them all the time. I don't know.
Yeah.
Jeff, Jake, Joe, whatever it is. I don't know. And, has the brass knuckles. But then you have the two Goombas, the dumbass from down under, Waller, and his punk-ass friend coming down there, Austin Theory. And I'm like, oh, this is going to be interesting. What are they going to do? And the way they passed off those brass knuckles was awesome. I thought that was fantastic. And then the way they slid it to Logan Paul, and then he turns around, swings at KO. KO blocks that punch, gets it off, hits Logan Paul. I thought that was it, Dave. I thought that was it. The way they did that, I thought was fantastic.
Big man, I thought the same thing. But you know what? I was surprised because when the referee counted to 3 and he saw the brass knuckles on KO. If KO was smart, he would have put him in his pocket, in his pants, but he didn't. So what are you gonna do?
Hello, Linda Duarte. Thank you for checking in.
Linda, what's up, girl? Thanks for checking in.
Eileen says KO versus Logan Paul was the best match. I think I agree. The Women's Royal Rumble I thought was pretty good as well, but the KO Logan Paul match was, and I'll tell you what, man. Logan Paul keeps stacking these matches up, brother. I mean, say what you want about the dickhead. He keeps stacking these matches up. It's impressive.
Oh, the kid can definitely wrestle. There's no doubt about it. He's very good at what he does, and the crowd loves him, and he's big on internet and and social media and all that other stuff. But good for him. But the match was great. I thought really, like I said, the ending was spectacular. I thought.
Eileen says, Eddie, CM Punk is God to me.
Okay.
Eileen says Logan Paul plays his character great. He really does. He does. I love the way Logan Paul plays.
Very good. Yes, he does.
Eddie says Punk can now win the EC title, face Seth at Mania.
That seems to be the case, Eddie. I think that's what's going to happen. I think Punk could probably win it, like you said, the Elimination Chamber, like you just said, and that put him in the main event at WrestleMania. And actually, we were talking about that before the Rumble ended. That situation. So
Yeah. If Punk's able, it's something that Dave and I were talking off air. If there's more one way to main event or to get into co-main events of WrestleMania, and the Elimination Chamber match is one of them. Eddie says, I hate DQ finishes. I agree. That's the only shitty part of it is the DQ finish that with KO getting caught with the brass knuckles while he's pinning Logan Paul. Mm-hmm. Our boy Evan Lauro checking in. What's Evan? Evan did not like the pay-per-view at all. And Evan, I can't argue with you too much there, like because I've seen so many different Royal Rumbles and they're exciting. The matches before the Royal Rumbles, there's a whole lot to. Usually it's just kind of you're there for the Royal Rumble. You're not there for the matches before the Rumble. But I thought the Royal Rumble itself was kind of blah. So I can't really argue with you too much there. And Eddie says KO looked dumb. I kind of agree there also because he's my thought after the match was like that was a pretty neat finish. I never seen nothing like that before.
Yeah, me neither. Yeah.
But how many times you see somebody hit somebody with the brass knuckles and they hide either back in their pants or they toss it out of the ring? And he left it there in his hand and hooked the leg and had the hand totally exposed. He does look kind of dumb for that, but I mean that's the finish that they wanted.
We can actually say technically we can say he looked too excited because he thought he was going to be U.S. champ until the referees all saw the brass knuckles. So
Eddie says there's a better pay-per-view than anything AEW has ever put together. I've never seen an AEW pay-per-view, so.
I haven't either. I can't really say. I've seen pieces of them, but I've never seen a full pay-per-view.
Evan says Seth's hurt. He's dropping the title soon, but not one surprise during the Rumble is just stupid. And so this kind of goes back, Evan, to what I was saying before about being old and falling asleep during the Royal Rumble because my head was nodding a couple times. I'm like, I think I missed 3 or 4 entrants. I'm like, I wonder if there's any surprises. I'm like, I wasn't even sure because I nodded off a couple of times. And there was no surprises. It was kind of surprising.
I think we have a surprise. Do we have a surprise guest coming on the show tonight? Because I think he keeps saying he wants to come on. I don't know. Maybe it's me.
I have no idea. We'll see.
I saw 2 messages on with him already, so I don't know. Is he there? Do we know?
Not yet.
Okay. Just checking. I think he said he was coming on a little later. I don't know. So we'll
see. So Logan Paul retains. A very good match. Like I said, like Dave said, probably match of the night, which isn't saying a whole lot. It was a good match, but it's a match that you can see on Raw. Or SmackDown.
Sure.
So,
I agree.
I think says this pay-per-view was just as bad as AEW pay-per-views. Eddie, stop smoking crack. Eddie says Jordynne Grace was a very good surprise from the Women's Royal Rumble.
She was. I didn't see that coming. I didn't see Jordynne Grace coming. No, I thought that was really good.
It's kind of funny. We had groceries delivered from Walmart. That's what we do. We get groceries delivered from Walmart. And I was bringing groceries in. It's I don't know what the hell time, 9:30, something like that at night. And I sit back down to continue watching the show, and I'm like, who in the hell is that lady? So I was surprised. She was a monster, I'll tell you that. And Evan says AEW is in his town tonight.
Oh, okay. Cool. Nice. No, I was kind of surprised. Honestly, I thought they were going to go with the KO Logan match first. I didn't think they were going to do the women's first. That kind of threw me off a little bit.
Well, and so I thought maybe I missed it because I was messing around with the kids and I didn't turn the Rumble on until like 10 minutes into it. And I'm thinking, we we're already into the women's Rumble. I'm thinking, did they have the KO match first and it was over that quick?
Right.
I wouldn't have, because then they had the fatal 4-way. I'm like, I had to miss the KO match somehow. I'm like, it must have been a quick match. It was something wonky must have happened. And then to have that after that championship match is really, really surprising.
Yeah, I was too. I I didn't see that coming. I didn't see the first match being the women's Royal Rumble. Yeah. But you think about it, they had to kill time because they only had 3 matches anyway. So,
yeah,
I get it. but it is what it is. I keep getting messages from this guy. I don't know. He just keeps popping up. 3 of them. Are you getting messages too?
Yeah. Soon. That's all I gotta say.
Give him 10 minutes. Okay, I got you.
Eddie says, Dave, then try to separate the 2 Rumble matches as far apart. I get that. I get that. I like, you don't want the Rumble matches back to back, the women's and the men's Rumble, because it kind of drags on. Then it almost kind of flows into each other. I understand having them split up, but I was just really surprised that they had the U.S. Championship match after the Universal title match.
Yeah, I was kind of surprising myself.
The WWE title match.
Right. Yeah, I agree. I was kind of weird, but.
Eddie says Eileen is still mad that the overrated CM Punk didn't win. It's funny he says that. I just had the same conversation with my dad the other day. How he was saying he doesn't understand. He doesn't say my dad's a wrestling fan. He's been a wrestling fan pretty much his whole life. He watches it every week, and he's like, I don't remember CM Punk. I said, Dad, you remember Daniel Bryan, right? He goes, yeah. I said, well, CM Punk was doing, is there same time as Daniel Bryan, and even before that. I said he's won a couple championships. He's like, I don't remember, but he can't win nothing. So my dad thinks CM Punk is overrated as well. I don't.
Okay. No, I don't either. I think he's great, to be honest with you.
Evan says AEW problem is they got a mark for a boss who thinks he's smarter than everyone. The only saving grace is Samoa Joe.
Yeah, he's right. He's right. Samoa Joe is very good. He keeps him going, that's for sure.
Such a long time he's been around. He's been doing it for such a long time. He can still he can still go. He is a GOAT.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I saw Logan Paul's goons come in, and they came in there and helped him out. But it just, to me, I still wanted Kevin Owens to win that match. I really did, but it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah. Adam says you're not reading my comments. Adam, this is the first comment that I have seen, buddy. All the others, I have not gotten any other comments from you, so I don't know if you were commenting on something that's not coming through. But continue commenting through Facebook, and I should be able to see him then. Eddie says, too bad that Samoa Joe couldn't stay healthy when he was with the E.
Yeah. He was always injured. Every time he turned around, he was always injured.
I feel like when he was there, it was still in that weird transition between Vince and Triple H, and now it's all Triple H. I think if Joe was there right now, I think it'd be I think he'd be set up really, really well. I don't think they use Joe to the best of their abilities. Again, being injured as well.
I mean, he was hurt a lot.
Yeah. All right, so let's move on from Logan Paul to Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns retains in the Fatal 4-Way, and you figured there's some stupid shit was going to happen, something wonky was going to happen, but something did. There was interference, but not as much as what I thought there was going to be, especially for a match where it's anything goes. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's still just no DQ, so you figure. Hell, bring anybody in. Your brother, your sister, your mama too.
Right. I don't know. It just seems to me every time you see a Roman match, you see Solo. You see Solo all the time. It's just there,
Yeah.
Which is okay. I mean, that is what it is. But I thought it was good. I thought Randy was great as always. Randy never lets me down. He's always, and I thought LA Knight was good too. I thought he really put on a show tonight.
I thought LA Knight looked the best out of all 4 of them, to be 100% honest with you. And
I agree.
We talked about this last week, Dave. I said I thought LA Knight lost a bit of sizzle. Since you have all these people in the mix here, since Randy coming back, CM Punk coming back, you have AJ coming back. It seemed like I thought LA Knight felt like he lost a little bit of sizzle, but I thought he came out looking the strongest in that match.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of DDTs we saw, all kinds of different things that LA Knight was doing, which I loved. It was great. Don't get me wrong, but I thought Randy was good in the match. I thought AJ was just, I don't like this dark AJ, I don't know, attire. I'm not a fan of that. I'm just not. It's not AJ Styles to me. You mentioned in the comments earlier.
Yeah, I like dark AJ. I really do, and yeah, I like the emo AJ. I like the dark, brooding, AJ Styles. I just think it's good stuff.
It's definitely different. It's definitely different. I just wasn't. I'm not used to that. Oh, whoa! Hello.
Oh, Mr. Fuji popping in there. What's going on?
Hey, Mr. Fuji.
What's going on, guys?
How are you?
I just had to take Liv home real quick,
Okay.
So after she got her ass eliminated, she stopped by the house, huh?
Yeah, she took a red eye all the way up to where I'm at. And, I had to console her, head on my shoulder. Then I was like, all right, look, you got to go home. I got Katie here, so you got to go home.
Makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah.
So what's up?
Not much. What are we talking about here? Roman Reigns?
The fatal four-way, Roman Reigns. Eileen says Reigns match was predictable as always. Yeah. Eddie Prather says I'm not a fan of triple threats or fatal four-way match. Neither am I. I hate them unless they're elimination style. I like the elimination style, but I'm not a huge fan of it. Eddie Prather says Paul.
Eddie.
Mr. Fuji, where is Morocco? The magnificent Don Morocco.
The magnificent Morocco. Fuji Vice.
Sean Lazarchik says, I saw he just called you. Comment, Adam. He thought ignoring you. He's not ignoring you. Okay. Adam also said, I thought you were scared of me. Adam, I told you at that basketball game I was going to whoop your ass next time I see you, so you better watch out.
Uh-oh. That sounds like fighting words to me.
Adam Glenn. Thanks for checking the show out, Adam Glenn.
Crazy. I think we all knew Roman was going to retain. There was no doubt about that.
I'll tell you what. So you look at all of our predictions. We were all pretty, on the same. We all thought Logan was gonna. No, I think Dave, you picked KO, didn't you?
I picked KO. I did.
I mean, like it felt like almost everything was pretty close to being predictable tonight. I mean, what do you guys think about that? Like, I mean, like everybody, like you just couldn't see Logan Paul losing. You couldn't see Roman losing.
Right.
Not Roman's gonna lose. If Roman's gonna lose, it's gonna be at WrestleMania. I mean, so it's kind of like, why even do it then?
That's what we're thinking. Roman's gonna lose at WrestleMania, but every time we keep saying that, he doesn't. I mean, we've been saying that for SummerSlam. We've been saying that for all these pay-per-views in the past, but yet Roman's still champion. And who knows when he's going to lose it, if he ever does lose it. Who knows? I mean, to me, it's just like we keep thinking it just never happens.
Yeah. Eddie says I knew Styles be taking the pin, and that's one thing I wanted to bring up was the AJ Styles, taking the pin, but the way he took the pin, LA Knight kind of, what was it? LA Knight ran into him or something like that, or how'd that finish go? But it was LA Knight running into him and AJ they getting caught up in it and stuff. And
AJ got speared.
Yeah. So but I mean his whole LA Knight into AJ Styles gets speared, he gets pinned. So that's going to continue the LA Knight AJ Styles storyline going forward. And so which is going to be good. It's going to be a good storyline. Unfortunately, it's not going to include any sort of title for LA Knight, which is what everybody's been clamoring for him. I
just thought it was funny how all three of them were on top of Randy, and the referee goes to count three, and Randy pulls up, and they all jumped off him. I was like, how is that possible?
Sean says Dusty Rhodes, Josette, his grandson. It wasn't Dusty. Who the hell was that guy that won? Cody Rhodes won Royal Rumble. That's Dusty Rhodes' son. Eddie says Logan Paul versus LA Knight for Mania.
That's what it looks like right now.
Which would be a really good match. How they get there, I'm not 100% sure.
They'll figure it out.
I think that would be the most viral match that you could put together. Logan Paul and LA Knight, millions and millions of viewers for Logan Paul, and LA Knight, like the show name of WWE. That is like Ticketmaster 101. But how do you bring in Logan Paul and LA Knight? Is there a beef right now between these guys or no?
Yeah.
No, it's KO and Logan Paul. You have to figure that's still going to continue because of the way that ended in DQ. So you figure they're probably going to have one more match.
If you go back to like a few months ago, remember when LA Knight came out, he told Logan Paul he did this child the star, and he kind of made fun of him on a promo. So you kind of can go back to that if you wanted to. Yeah.
Or they could rehash it, but I mean, like right in this moment, moving forward for the not so distant future, for the right now, it's Logan Paul and KO. Because they're still going to have something else going on. They're still going to continue that storyline because of the way that finished in a DQ. It's not settled. You know what I mean?
I got you.
Sean wants to know, who's that Superman lady? Oh my God, I'm in love. I don't know.
That was Roxanne Perez.
Roxanne Perez.
Okay, I missed that. I said Sean. I said I didn't see a Superman lady.
At least I think it is. She had a red, white,
Yeah.
and blue, sort of like
Yeah.
look of it. Yeah, she's
I think
gorgeous.
you're right.
She's gorgeous too. Yeah, she's beautiful.
Eddie says Mania is the only stage for Roman to lose the belt. Yeah, 100%. That's why, like, you had that match. It was an okay match, but you knew Roman wasn't going to lose. And it's kind of like why even do it unless you were going to do a surprise? But like you wouldn't do that at the Royal Rumble. You do that at Mania, the biggest stage. You're going to get the most eyes, the most coverage, media coverage, and all that stuff. So,
but do you think he loses it there at WrestleMania? Because I mean, I'm over the Cody Rhodes finish the dream thing. I can't see it. Like you take out the best guy in 3 years here, Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. Do you really think he's going to beat Roman Reigns? This is his opportunity, one in a lifetime thing to get over the hump. You really think so?
I want to say yes, but I'm not 100% sure.
I think it is. I'm like 99.9% sure Cody versus Roman. Cody goes over Roman at WrestleMania. Roman's had the belt for so long, not on TV all that often to begin with. Yeah. And Cody, the return of the prodigal son and all that good stuff, the dream and all that nonsense. It's time to move on from it. Give him a run with the title, and give Roman a break from being champion, and also move on with that bloodline storyline and go from there. Because there's going to be a whole bunch of other stuff. Whether it's I think it's to be Rock and Roman at SummerSlam. That's what I think. Rock and Roman at SummerSlam.
Possibility.
There's something stupid's going to happen at Mania, and The Rock's going to be there and stuff like that. That's what I think is going to happen. And so I think he's going to drop the title at WrestleMania, because I don't see The Rock wanting to wrestle Roman for a title, because Rock is such a part-timer now, and that's kind of the way the wrestling landscape is now. It'll irk more people than Rock is still a huge name. He still gets that huge pop, but people are a lot smarter now. They know he's a part-timer. They know if he comes in for a title match, it's undeserving, and that's how you get booze. That's how you get people to turn on you. That's not what The Rock wants. So I can see him wrestling Roman at SummerSlam for just for the head of the table type of thing. You know what I mean? Another tribal warfare type match.
Yeah, but I just can't see. I can't see Roman. I want him to drop it at SummerSlam. I mean, at WrestleMania. I'm sorry, at WrestleMania. But I don't see it happening. I don't know why. I just can't. As much as I want Cody to finish the story, I can't see Roman losing it. I don't know.
I agree with this. I agree with this right here.
I can't wait until they stop talking about Cody's goddamn story and dreams and stuff. I can't wait till that's over. That's why I hope he wins at WrestleMania against Roman. That's why I'm praying to the Lords.
Solo could turn on him. That's true, Eileen. That's a good point.
So here's my thought on this. So Eileen says if Reigns ever loses, it will be because Solo turns on him and does not help him win. And this is where I could see The Rock getting involved in the SummerSlam match happening, where you have Solo's going out to help Roman. The Rock, he's walking down the ramp. Oh, you hear The Rock's music hit. Solo stops. He turns around. He looks, and The Rock puts up the old hand. Not this time, big man. Let Roman do it on his own. Solo looks at him, at Roman. Roman's kind of like, what are you doing on the head of the table? He looks at The Rock, who's the unquestioned head of the table, and he starts walking back up the ramp towards The Rock. That creates the friction in the bloodline. That creates the friction between The Rock and Roman Reigns. There you have your match at SummerSlam. There it is. Book it.
Makes sense.
Wow.
There it is.
Makes sense.
I actually thought Silo was in the Royal Rumble tonight. I put in the group chat, I was like, just like Eileen said, how many times has Solo helped Roman win matches here? And that when he came out tonight, it was like, okay, you were pinned. Roman helps you. Solo helps you.
Yeah.
How many times do I got to save your ass, number one? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go out and win this Royal Rumble. And then when Tribal Chief says, go after Seth, oh, no, I'm going after you. And then The Rock is a special guest referee.
Yeah,
something like that.
That'd be something too.
Possibility, sure.
Yeah, but you know what? It's like I don't know. He was so predictable tonight. You knew he was not going to relinquish that title tonight. You knew that.
No, that wasn't happening.
No. The one thing I could say though is when Randy hit that RKO on him and was pinning him. For a second there, I'm like, I can't believe they're gonna let him lose the title.
Yeah,
there's There's no way he's kicking out of the RKO. It just doesn't happen. Nobody kicks out of the RKO. And, to have Solo pull him out, I don't know why the hell you're wearing a stupid ass hoodie. You know who it is with your stupid ass gym shorts on and everything, and your hands, your thumb taped up. Like, oh my God, it's some stranger wearing, UFC shorts and his thumbs taped up. Who could it be? Like, come on now.
It's either two people, what, Samoa Joe or Solo?
Yeah.
Take your pick. Right.
So they wear the same shorts, except Samoa Joe's are a little bit tighter. But yeah, Eddie, I couldn't remember the exact finish, but yeah, he sent LA into the rope, and AJ was going for the flying forearm, knocked AJ off. Then did he Superman punch LA Knight and then speared AJ or something like that?
Speared AJ. He speared AJ and then went for the pin. Yeah.
So it's oh Jesus Christ. Sean says, Adeline, now we have it. Ken's wife is tag team partners with the hot blonde lady with the Superman costume. Dear Lord, was she hot? Hamily, she took to Neo Keo. I'll take your word for it, brother.
Okay, cool.
Thank God, no Rock. I wasn't 100% sure if we were going to get the Rock at the Rumble. I didn't think we were, but I wasn't sure.
But did you guys hear during the match when the Royal Rumble was going on? I think they were going down to 3 contestants left. The crowd started chanting "Rock, Rocky, Rocky." Did you guys hear that?
Right.
I
think I heard a little bit of it. I heard him yelling Cody.
Yeah, I heard him yelling TV all the way up because I got kicked out of the movie room. So
I heard him yelling Cody. I did hear the Cody chant though.
I heard Rocky, and I'm like, oh shit, is he really coming out? Because the crowd, like, they get that feeling or something. They know that something's going on. I'm like, I started screaming, oh shit, Rocky's in the house, and they're like, shut up! I'm like, I thought he was going to come out, honestly, but I don't know.
I had the TV pretty far down. I didn't want to get everybody was in bed already, and I was nodding off, so I had the TV down, and so I didn't hear a whole lot. Eddie says, "F the Rock."
F the Rock.
He means the Rock. Cody wins the belt at Mania, sets up Gunther. For Cody, I like that a lot.
I like that.
And so yeah. that comes like, the whole Gunther thing, because he was my pick to win the Rumble.
He was.
Does Gunther make it to SummerSlam as IC champion? And you have a champion versus champion situation.
Yeah.
I think that'd be awesome. I think that would really elevate that match even more. But just Gunther versus Cody for a championship is going to be awesome. If that does happen, I think that'd be great to see.
Sure.
Eddie says Cody's the only guy worth taking the belt off Roman. I agree. I actually agree with that.
Is that because of the story, though? Like, finish the story.
Yeah, I think it is. But a lot of people disagree with you with that, Eddie, because a lot of people wanted Punk to do it.
So. I want Gunther. I wanted Gunther.
I wanted Gunther as well, but I think Cody's just as worthy as Gunther. And I'm not going. I hate Cody's story. I hate the whole story. The thing is just.
But it's got to finish. That's the whole thing about it. If it doesn't finish, then what's the point?
If it doesn't finish, well, guess what happens, Dave? It continues.
Exactly.
Okay, so he's going to go to Mania and lose for the second time. Is that what you're saying?
People lose at Mania. That's what happens. How many times did Shawn Michaels lose at WrestleMania?
A lot.
Dave, when you have a dream, it never dies.
Yeah, but Michael's. Yeah, but if we're talking dreams here, go back to WrestleMania 12. What was the dream? To beat Bret Hart, and he did.
All right, Dave. So here, let's rewind this one, Mr. Showstopper. So his dream was to beat The Undertaker, break the streak. All right, he didn't do it the first time. All right, he came back the second time. Like, I'll retire if I don't beat you. Well, hey, guess what? His story got ended there. So,
well, you know what? Anything is possible because they Undertaker's WrestleMania continued streak that was broken. So
Brock Lesnar broke that.
You know what I mean? I don't know. I agree with Ken. I think, you know what? Just go out there and Cody, get the damn title. I don't care if you lose it the next month, so I can stop hearing the damn story. Really.
And the thing is, like, I like Cody Rhodes as a wrestler. I like Cody Rhodes on the mic. I like his whole entrance music and the way he reacts with the crowd. I just hate the whole story thing. You got to finish his story. You got to finish his story. Because for me, it doesn't make sense. I get the whole family lineage and stuff like that. Dusty never won the heavyweight championship. Now, if you want to go something like that, doing it for Dusty, like, even that gets kind of old after a while. Like, you keep bringing up Dusty, I mean, that's kind of old as well. But that one I get more than Cody wanting to finish his story. Like, every guy that's in the company wants to finish their story. They want to win the championship and they want to main event WrestleMania. Everybody does. Like, I don't understand it. It doesn't make sense to me.
I agree.
I have a question for you guys. Did you guys watch the press conference after the match tonight?
I saw what part of it.
When Diamond Dallas Page was on there. Did you guys see that?
I caught that, but I didn't see what he said.
Well, he was saying, like, I remember wrestling before, but how close was he and Cody Rhodes' dad? Were they close?
They were very close.
Well,
Okay.
and so
He said
when
that in the show, on the press conference.
Yep.
when DDP was in WCW, which he was pretty much his whole career, Dusty was working there, and Dusty was also an agent with a guy that sets up the matches, works with the wrestlers, talent guy and stuff like that. So he ran pretty much a show with Bischoff and some other guys.
Okay.
So yeah, they were pretty close. I think Dusty gave him a lot of like tips and stuff like that. Really worked with DDP a lot.
Okay. He basically said something like, I've been riding with you ever since, you won your first state title in high school wrestling or whatever. I know you that long. And I believe in you. People don't believe in you, but I always believe in you. The main thing is you believe in yourself. Continue the story, whatever, congrats, whatever. But he was like, you followed your dad's dreams. And what better? I knew he wasn't going to lose tonight because that's his dad's hometown, number one. And you ain't going to lose there. You know what I mean? In Petersburg,
right.
Florida, So I don't know.
Get out of here, Cat. What are you doing? Psst, get out of here.
The hell you get invaded? What the hell you get invaded?
The cat is getting ready to walk across here. He's rubbing his, like, you see my screen moving. He's rubbing his head on my.
Ken, haven't you seen how many TikTok views people get with cats walking around? Let the cat walk.
He could be the star of the show.
Yes.
I'm talking. All of a sudden, he starts smacking me in the face or something. Eddie says, Ken, you might have nailed it with the whole Rock and Roman Reigns at SummerSlam. The way we get there. Eddie says, yep.
But I think we were supposed to have Rock and Roman at Mania, which is still, it's not possible. It's not going to happen now because Cody won. So I don't know.
Well, and Cody in the middle of the ring pretty much said he's picking Roman. So
dude, he stood on the turnbuckle and pointed to Roman.
Well, that's what he said at the end of the conference too. One of the reporters, I think it was from Bleacher Report, said something like, you really haven't announced it yet who you're going after. He's like, do I need to make it that obvious? We're lucky Roman Reigns was sitting in the press box and I was in the ring. There was a point. That's all he acknowledged. So it's done. Yeah.
They pointed. I see you up there.
I see you.
First I thought he was pointing at Seth because Seth was up there too, and then when he looked up, it was Roman. So.
I thought he was pointing at Paul Heyman.
Well, what is it? The obsession with Paul Heyman looking at Roman the whole time? Cody was staring at.
He made that face makes is $1 million.
That face was scary, man. I was like, dude.
Paul Heyman, that's his tribal chief. That's he worships him. He's looking at him for his reaction. Then you see him say to Roman, show him. And
right.
That's when Roman held the title up, and so.
Yeah, but the way that look was scary though. I was like, look the way he looked at him. Like, okay.
Cody got a major pop.
He did. He did.
Only people from Chicago like CM Punk.
Okay.
I thought Punk's reaction was decent. It wasn't as big as Cody's, I didn't think, but he got a decent ovation when he came out.
He did.
I think the Heartbreak Kid and the Rockers. Bret Hart wasn't the partner. Bret Hart, that was awesome.
Okay.
Yep. Man, I need to win and make some overtime because my computer sucks balls. I'm only able to see on this tiny asshole. Kenny, they want to finish the story. Kenny, they want to finish the story, and that's all their why did Hogan have the introduction? I don't know. They got a couple of Hulk Hogan commercials there. It was kind of surprising to me. Yeah, so I guess he lives in Florida,
he's from Tampa. He's not from. That's where he lives. Yeah.
That's where he lives in Tampa. He lives in Florida, and so I think that's why we got to see a little bit more Hulk Hogan than we normally do.
I think people actually thought Hogan was going to be part of the show.
I think Hulk Hogan was too busy, corresponding with his son because his son got locked up last week. You guys see that?
No,
did he? No, I didn't see that.
Oh, major drunk driving. Cops pulled him over. He's like, "I'm Hulk Hogan's son."
Hogan's what's that going to do?
Yeah.
Hogan's like, brother, don't use my name anymore, brother. Eddie says Dusty was like a big brother for DDP. Yeah, kind of like took him under his wing in WCW there.
I can see that. Sure.
Eddie says Dusty gave DDP his first big break in Florida.
Well, there you go.
Rock never said he wanted to face Roman at Mania. He didn't say at Mania. Like he said about the head of the table. Like when he goes out to eat, he doesn't sit here. He sits at the head of the table. That was like a warning.
That kind of told you right there. I mean,
there's a little bit of a warning shot, and so he never came out and said that he wanted to face Roman anywhere. Whether it's at Mania or in the Samoan backyard, but. It's kind of a warning shot saying, "Hey there, fella, I'm watching."
Well, the Rock is the one. The Rock is the one that can call the shots anytime he wants, wherever, whenever.
Oh, sure.
Whatever. What table you want to sit at, we're going there. This is when we're fighting. So he calls that shot.
Yeah.
I'm telling you guys now, if they make this a 3-way, I'm gonna be pissed.
I agree too.
If they put Rock and they put Rock with Cody and Roman, I'm gonna be like, no, this.
And I don't think they would.
I hope they don't.
If Rock does face Roman, I do think it'll be like a no DQ match, though. I think that's what it'll be. Mm-hmm. Adam says, "Ken, did you tell everyone you see number one fan?" I did see Adam Glenn out and about the other day at my daughter's basketball game, his niece's basketball game, and he tried to give me a Stone Cold Stunner. I blocked it, and I power slammed his ass right in the middle of high school.
Hey, Adam, make sure you call 1-800-HURT-123, brother. We'll take it.
Big Al.
Hey, our brother Phil. Phil was on the show with us last week.
What's up, baby?
From a Stash Talk. Says, I nailed the Bailey prediction. It's the beginning of the end for Damage Control. I agree. Pissed Rock was a no-show. I'm stumped about the story going forward with Cody winning. The pop in the trop for Nia getting eliminated was incredible. That was so awesome watching her get eliminated. Yes. What does Drew do now? Will Gunther be next to go after Seth? All this and more drawn out over the next month of Raw and SmackDown. So let's hit on a couple of these here real quick. One, the Nia Jax getting eliminated was incredible. Jade Cargill was incredible. She was very impressive. She
was great.
And her getting Nia Jax up over that top rope was really impressive because that's not an easy task for a girl her size, as strong as she looks, as strong as she may be. Nia Jax is a big lady.
Yeah.
So, just her to get over that rope, and, that was the second time she slammed her, in a couple of minutes. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it was impressive. It really was impressive.
I think it was pretty obvious that Nia wasn't going to win the Women's Royal Rumble. I didn't see that coming at all. But to see Jade was great tonight. The way she picked her up, and that chick is thick, man. I didn't realize how thick she was. My God.
Who?
Jade. No, Jade. I'm saying Jade's a thick chick, man.
The best part of that was when Neo, what's her name? Bianca, bench pressed that one chick, and Jade's on the other side, like, I'm going higher than you.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I was like, holy shit.
That was incredible. They're both standing face to face like that, holding the ladies up over their head. Like that was impressive.
Yeah.
It really was.
That strength, I'm telling you, it's incredible. It really is.
Looked like me on the bench press there for a little bit.
No problem.
Now, I thought Becky did well in the Rumble tonight. I know, what do you call it? Bailey. Well, we all know Bailey killed it, but I have to give Becky. I thought Becky did well tonight. She did really well.
Yeah, I'll tell you something funny. We're talking about the Women's Royal Rumble now, right?
Yeah.
The first two competitors, Natalie and Naomi. When I was watching that, I had everybody downstairs. They were watching a little bit of it. I have like 12 freaking girls at my house tonight on my basketball team here. And I was sitting there watching. I was like, oh, Natalia's not going to win this game. She's the oldest damn competitor out there. She ain't going to last an hour, And I was like, there's no way. But she wrestled pretty good. Her and Naomi, I was glad to see them come back too.
Well, Naomi, I think Naomi was out for the longest.
That's what I mean, having her come back, yeah.
Right. I don't know if she signed the contract or it was just one night. I don't know. I'm not sure about that.
But usually when they come back for the Rumble like that, usually it's for a few months. They'll come back. Right. They'll have some matches and stuff. Usually they use them pretty well for a few months and then they kind of fall back off a little bit. And then it's just like some spot shows. But yeah, I thought Natalya looked great. I thought she did it. And same thing as Naomi. It was great to see both of them back in there. And Bailey, incredible. Bailey is starting, at the beginning and working her way all the way to the end. It's just awesome.
I think Bailey was number 3, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't she?
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. Yeah, it started off with Natalia and Naomi?
Yeah,
Right.
I got it right here. I was putting it on Twitter like as they came in. Three was of course Natalia, Naomi, and then Bailey, and then who was the fourth one? I didn't even write down the fourth one actually.
Who was 4? I don't even remember.
I didn't write down the 4.
I have it upstairs. It's upstairs. I
got Jordan Grace. Who the hell is she?
She was I want to say TNA, I think.
Oh, some of these women I've never seen.
I think she was in TNA. I'm pretty sure.
She's a very large woman. She's very thick.
Yeah, I think she was in TNA. I'm not mistaken.
She's a bodybuilder. I know that. That's a bodybuilder.
Yeah, that girl's no joke, man.
Like, I looked her up immediately. Like, who the hell is this lady?
Me too. Yeah, I'm like, who the hell is this lady? Then after she came in, then he had Indy Hartwell, Asuka came in, Ivy Nile came in, Katana Chance came in, then Bianca Belair came in.
Mm-hmm. It was good to see Indy Hartwell. I thought Indy did well too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought Ivy Nile was going to do a little bit better. I thought she was going to hang around a little bit longer.
Yeah, I did too. I was good. Actually, I thought Zoe Stark did really well tonight.
Yeah, I thought she was actually going to win for a little bit there with the way she was fighting. She looks great now. I mean, she always looked good, but I think she had a shot to win it too because I was like, getting down to the top 6 here. Oh, like, man, Zoe's still in this. She has a shot here,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How about that spot with R-Truth coming out and getting
Ken, talk about that.
Yeah, Valhalla coming down, and all of a sudden you hear Truth's music. I'm like, what the hell is he doing? He comes running down. He's like looking at her, like, what the hell is she doing? And he slides into the ring. He's like, wait a second.
Number 24. 24. I'm pretty sure that was the number.
Ken, it's so funny you said that. I put on Twitter. I was like, what was your grade for the show? What was your highlight of the show? Most of them, Ken said, R-Truth stole the show tonight for 2 occasions. Number one, the Women's Royal Rumble, and the first time ever making a tag to someone in the Men's Royal Rumble.
Yes.
I'm like, R-Truth steals the show tonight. But that was hilarious when he came out.
Classic.
Like, oh my God, R-Truth. The thing is, he deserves an Oscar the way he is in his WWE.
He's so good.
So awesome. He is so awesome.
I agree.
Yeah, he's a comical genius, and he's good in the ring. But it's more his comedy than anything.
That's what he's there for.
Yeah, it's a pinpoint. Phil said Eddie says Heyman has the best expressions in wrestling. Phil from Chi-Town. Phil Haney says it's Phil from Chi-Town. That's CM Punk. Hijab's hometown. I'm not sure who that is. Who's that? Hijab's.
Got me on that one.
Sean. Drink and type.
Don't drink and type.
Sean, don't drink and type.
Hogan's.
Okay, Hogan's hometown.
Oh, Hogan's. Okay,
yeah.
Right.
I agree. I thought Hogan was a part of the show, and all these comments are prevalent to your production 3 minutes ago. So you have to think about that whenever I comment or anybody says comments is 3 minutes old. Thank you, Sean.
Thank you, Sean.
Eileen says, Eddie, you swore to me and EW debated this was where we were going to get Rock versus Reigns at Elimination Chamber. So you could see that, but I don't know.
You still could.
What's the next pay-per-view now?
Elimination Chamber.
Oh, okay.
That's in Australia.
That's at 5 a.m.
Yeah, that's going to be rough.
Yeah, it doesn't start till 5 a.m.
Eddie says, Eileen, you lie. Ooh. There it is.
Uh-oh.
I said Cody versus Roman. There it is.
There it is.
Phil says 0 chance Rocky's coming back for Rocky's coming back for a triple threat.
Mm-hmm.
Save Roman Rock at SummerSlam. I agree. Build it up. Yeah, way behind here on Eddie. Stop. You told me many times it was Rock versus Reigns at Elimination Chamber. Eddie, throwing out the slander again. You're a liar. You were the only person who said Rock versus Roman at Mania.
Yeah, let me get my popcorn ready for these comments. Holy crap!
I'm telling you, they're coming nonstop here.
Adam said Jen paid him not to hurt me, which is true. Eddie says I said it would be Rock Roman at Elimination Chamber. Eileen says it's okay, Eddie. You can backtrack. It's fine. We will allow it. She allows it. There we go. Eddie says Jade was the only one strong enough to eliminate Nia 1-on-1.
Dude, she picked her up by herself. That was huge.
And so All right, so she was a. I feel like Ivy Nile probably could have done it. I feel like definitely that Jordan was a Jordan Grace. That she could have done it herself. I feel that very confidently that Jordan Grace could have picked her up, walked her big ass across the ring, and dumped her out by herself. But it's better for Jade. Jade's going to be the superstar.
Right.
So it lifts Jade up. It puts Jade into another stratosphere. She's going to be the next big thing. So obviously she should be the one to eliminate Nia Jax one-on-one. But I do think there was probably one or two other girls that could have did it just by themselves. Maybe not Ivy Nile, because Ivy Nile would have to lift her up pretty damn high to get over the top rope, because Ivy Nile's pretty small.
Yeah.
Height-wise, so.
I thought it was funny how all the girls were trying to take Nia out. There's like 6 of them, and she just threw them all off of her at one point. They just went on every which direction. I thought that was kind of cool. I was like, check out Nia.
How did you guys feel when Damage Control was pretty much eliminated? Asuka and Kairi Sane got out of there. Bayley's on her own. You know, I was like, holy shit! If she wins this, wow, they're really going to change, because she looked at Kairi Sane and Asuka when they got eliminated like, what happened to the plan? What happened?
Yeah, right.
Like, I'm thinking like, oh, damn, it's really going to be on if she wins this with Io, you know?
Yeah.
Well,
go ahead.
Dave. No, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I thought that this is where we're going to start to see a turn. Like maybe they'd attack Bayley and work on Bayley. That's where I thought maybe we'd see a little bit of a turn. You know, because it's every man for himself kind of, or every lady for themselves kind of thing. So you can kind of spin that to where, hey, no harm, no foul thing if it doesn't work out.
Right.
But Bayley saved Asuka's ass like 5 or 6 times. You know, I'm like, okay, well, okay, there is no demolition of Damage Control here. They're together.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I was kind of thinking like if Asuka and Bayley were in the ring, like at one point, against each other, I thought maybe, Damage Control would take a different turn. I still think that, but with Bayley winning, I'm not sure where they're going to go with it.
It's got to go. She's got to have to go with Io now, right? It's going to demolish.
Well, that's the thing. She goes after Io, right? Then we have it, right? Exactly.
Oh, I don't. It's going to be really interesting to see who she picks. See if she picks Rhea or if she picks Io. I mean, it only makes sense for her to pick Io. It really does.
You're a big Rhea fan. Can you see Bayley beating Rhea? I can't see that. No.
I can't see that, but Bayley's really, really good, but I can't see her beating Rhea either. No. But I mean, so if she doesn't pick Rhea, if Bayley decides to go with Io, which is going to destroy Damage Control, which is going to be, I think it's going to lead to a great storyline. I really do. I think it's going to, really lead to some interesting viewing. But then Rhea, what happened? Who's going to face Rhea? Are we going to look at the
Jade Cargill? Jade.
Okay, Jade.
That's a possibility.
Bianca, I think, or until Charlotte gets back, the Queen comes back, maybe like 6 months or so.
Well, Charlotte's going to be out for a while. She's hurt.
8 months. She's definitely hurt. But I think they open it up for Jade or like Bianca, because Rhea's one of a kind. I think you want to get that. What was that girl? Rachel Rodriguez. I think you want that size. 2 big giants facing each other, and leave the other title for not the lesser quality, but the smaller women. You know what I mean? The high flyers or that type wrestler.
Well, and so here's my thought with that. I know Becky said about facing Rhea to prove to herself that she still has it and stuff like that. So I don't know if they'll go in that. I'm not sure they'll go Jade yet. They held her off for so long because she wasn't ready. You put her in a Rumble match. It's not a real one-on-one match, so you can kind of hide her flaws in the Rumble match. Because it is just a bunch of people wailing on each other. There's nothing really technical about it. You're throwing people over the top rope. Hey, you go in there for 5 minutes and you get out, type of thing.
And it did show a lot too with Jade. Sorry to cut you off. It did look like with Jade. There was a couple missed kicks from her too. That were way off. Like the one she missed, I forgot who was again. I think it was on Becky actually, where she kicked, and Becky played that off big time. It didn't even hit her. It grazed like her shoulder. And Becky just turned her head like, oh, shit, that was a big kick. Yeah. And I was like, oh, wow. And now I see why they kept her out. She's not polished yet.
That's just ring rust right there. Yeah. That's all that is.
Well, and so my thought is maybe they keep her out and, lead to the Raw after WrestleMania, which usually is a big show after because that leads to the next
Normally.
storyline moving forward. So
Yep.
I could see almost, I'm just gonna throw it out there. Becky versus Rhea at WrestleMania. I believe Rhea would still win. So Rhea wins, and she's out there on Monday Night Raw, gloating, Judgment Day, mommy's here, blah, blah, blah. Jade's music hits, she comes down. Now you lead forward to Jade versus Rhea Ripley at either the next pay-per-view or push it off until SummerSlam, which is still another couple months after that.
Right.
And that still gives Jade plenty of time to really work that stuff out. If that's what it is. If they, if it's she still needs work, then she's not ready for WrestleMania, because WrestleMania, there's a lot of eyes on you at WrestleMania, and if she goes out there and she looks like shit, that's going to bury her for a while.
Sure.
I got a question for you guys. Go ahead, Dave.
I was going to say it wouldn't surprise me if Bayley did go after Io, which would cause problems in Damage Control. I get it, but it wouldn't shock me either if she did go after Rhea. Either one would. I wouldn't be surprised about it. That's just me.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see Bayley going after Rhea. It wouldn't shock me in the world. It just, I mean, just to keep Damage Control together. You know what I'm saying? Like
it wouldn't shock me if she went after Rhea, but I think I would. I should. It wouldn't shock me, but I'm like 95% leaning it's going to be Io Sky, and I don't know how it's going to work out though. I don't know how she's going to justify going after Io Sky. You know what I mean? Like.
Right, that's what
Io. I just don't know why it's going to be Io.
Right.
They've been plotting against her. They've been plotting against her, and there's been stuff planted. But does she just say, "Well, I'm the leader. I should have the title anyway," kind of thing? This is I created Damage Control. I don't know. I don't know how she's going to do it. But
is Bayley SmackDown or Raw?
Bayley is SmackDown.
Okay, we're going to know on SmackDown who she's going after this week, because when she comes out, if you notice her hair, it's blue and red. For Kairi Sane, red, Asuka, blue. If there's no red in her hair, she's going after Io.
Well, there we go.
Good point.
I told you that before, Dave. Sometimes all you got to look at is the wardrobe, and that tells you everything you need to know.
Yeah, I wasn't even thinking about that till you guys. Until you just said that, I wasn't thinking about that.
Here's my question for you: Zoe Starks, okay, and Shayna Baszler, they worked together tonight for a little while there.
They did.
Is this a tag team coming back? Is this the next tag team champions right here in the women's division?
So they've been tagging for the last month or so, and I do think that they're very well could be the next tag team champions. The belts just changed hands on SmackDown, right?
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, I heard the titles were changed hands. I didn't know that till tonight.
So it's we could see another. Baszler and Zoe Stark, they work really, really well together. They do it's a strong tag team. I'll tell you that. That's a tag team that it's almost. I think Baszler and Zoe Stark is better than what was with Baszler and Ronda.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a stronger tag team there. So I think definitely they'll be the tag team champions. Tag team champions probably sooner than later.
I can see that. Sure.
Eileen says Women's Rumble was better than the Men's Rumble. I agree. Eileen says Naomi, Jade Cargill, and Liv Morgan back. Plus, it was better storytelling, in my opinion. I'll tell you, I didn't expect Liv Morgan. I did not expect her. And the reason I didn't expect her it's because of the whole legal issues that she just had recently, but she was cleared of it. They dropped all charges on her. So I don't know if that partially shut the door, and then once the charges were dropped, they reopened the door, said, okay, you're free to come back now. So it was great to see her. It was great to see Liv Morgan. And,
Liv was number 30 tonight, wasn't she?
Yes, she was last one. Let me ask you guys this. Dave, we went to that event before, but if you're down at the event and somebody sends you a picture that says, hey, Liv Morgan's walking in and she's carrying like a wardrobe bag, that told me she was in there. And I put in the group chat, she's gonna wrestle tonight, So I thought she would be in there, but I kind of figured she was either going to be 29 or 30 because there's that ring rust. You've been out for a while now. We're not going to bring you in early. We're going to bring that surprise number 30, holy shit moment, Liv Morgan there. But I was surprised that they brought what's her name? I knew Tiffany Stratton was going to be because she's the NXT girl. Of course, she's a big girl there. She's going to be there. But to put Liv Morgan after Stratton was kind of like, holy shit. They're going to push Liv Morgan now. They're going to push her again.
As they should.
I think that'll fall her into some pretty big storylines. I think it's going to put her in the mix. So especially with the injuries that are happening, with Charlotte being out and stuff like that, and it's. I think that'll put her into who'd Rhea or no? Who am I thinking of?
Well, no,
that was no, that was Liv Morgan, wasn't it? Was she tagging with Raquel Rodriguez?
Yes, Raquel, yes.
And so,
yes.
so that might vault her into something with Rhea again. So we'll see what happens.
Me personally, I thought Nia was going to come out of 30. That was just, I don't know. I just thought maybe they bring her out.
I thought they should come out a little earlier because you got to have like 5 or 6 women trying to get her out of the ring, and if she's in the final 3 or the last one, she's winning that damn thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure. Good point.
Eddie says Jordan Grace looks like she'd fit nicely in in WWE when her TNA contract runs out. Well, wouldn't her contract already be up? She's allowed to wrestle with WWE, or am I not? Maybe TNA doesn't have a no compete.
I don't know. I don't know what her contract is over there. I'm not familiar with it.
He says Piper did not look good, which I agree. Piper looked like trash.
You know, Eddie, real quick, since Eddie brought up Piper, you know what woman got the shortest end of the stick tonight? Chelsea Green.
True.
She got her ass kicked everywhere, sandwiched between everybody.
Yeah, she was getting her.
I was like, oh my god, this chick! Like she turned around and she got Piper right in the back of her and sandwiched. I'm like, damn, this girl's getting jacked up.
She was on the bottom of the pile too at one point.
Pull Pat McAfee and just take yourself out of the ring. You know what I mean? Like that's how bad it was.
But I'll tell you, she lasted longer than I thought she would have.
Yeah.
That's part of Chelsea Green's character. She's kind of funny, kind of getting squashed all the time, but but it was,
hi, it's Chelsea.
And so yeah, but she was. I thought the same thing. She got squashed a couple times. She was getting knocked around. But she hung around a lot longer than I thought she would have.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Eddie says R-Truth is hilarious. It fits his character. Sean says, I mean, commenting if you're commenting on something you don't remember it because of 3. Okay. Sean, I'm sorry I'm not reading the goddamn comments fast enough for you. I misread what Eileen said. There was no Raquel Rodriguez in the women's Rumble. And so
very surprising to me.
Well, so she's out right now. She's having some issues.
She's still injured.
I read something online. She's having issues. She has like a skin condition and stuff like that, where like a really like I don't know if it makes her skin blotchy or breaks out in hives or rashes, and she's like has like a mental block with it. Then like where she can't go on camera. So I don't know if that's how true that is or whatever, but I did read something on that. It's really unfortunate because she is a really, really good wrestler.
She's a beast, that's for sure.
Sean wants to know who the Superman lady is. We already said that, I think.
She is Roxanne. What's her name? Roxanne Perez, or what's her name? Perez. Yeah.
Yes.
If you weren't so damn worried about me getting the comments out there fast enough, Sean, maybe you would have heard it.
I believe she is the one because she had red, white, and blue on tonight when she came.
Yeah, I think you're right. Right? Yeah, that sounds right.
Sean, if she's the one with the white tights on, I remember that 100%. Yes, that's Roxanne Perez. Yes.
Bailey's expression was great. Bailey is such a great expressionist with her face, where she she's always something the surprise or you know what I mean. Like she does such great storytelling with her face that. She's all around a really good wrestler.
She deserves it tonight. She really did. To me, it was just her night. It just was, and she is for her to win. She's never won a Rumble. So this is the first time. So happy for her.
He said, I thought maybe one of the Kabuki Warriors would accidentally taken Bailey out of the match.
I thought that was going to happen because she was saving Asuka so much during when they were in the ring together in the beginning. And there was quite a few times where Asuka was on the ropes, hanging over. Bailey came to her back of her. And I'm thinking like, okay, she's going to pull her by accident and flip her over. And it's going to create a chaos. But they worked together. And I was surprised. I really did.
Bailey was just shocked that they both were out at the same time.
Yeah, so the plan. What about the plan?
Yeah, but she turned around. She was her expression, like they were saying earlier, when Asuka went out and her partner, Kairi Sane went out. Yeah, they both were at the same time.
How can you forget her name, Dave?
I can't. It's slipped my mind. I'm sorry, Kairi Sane. I forgive me. But when they both went at the same time, she was like, "What? What's going on?" You know?
Yeah, her words were like, "What about the plan? What about the plan?" I'm
Right,
like, "Oh,
right.
Okay, well,
Exactly. Kyrie Zane. Okay, I'm sorry. Excuse me.
thank you, Dave. Thank you. Okay.
You're welcome.
Eddie says he thinks that Bailey's going to pick Io.
All right, here's the thing. I put on Twitter, I was like, since Bailey has won the Royal Rumble, is this the end of Damage Control? Who does she choose? Io Sky or Ripley? We had 138 voters. Io Sky got 91%. Rhea Ripley got 9% on Twitter on Out of the Box Sports Entertainment. Make sure you follow that Twitter account.
Yes, please do.
Absolutely. Sean, I think is confused as to what TNA is. TNA is a wrestling organization. It's not the TNA that you're thinking of, buddy. If you want to talk about the ladies' outfits and their curves, you are more than welcome to start a show up yourself, and I will hop on with you, and we could talk about the ladies' curves and
Becky.
outfits. Becky will win the women's elimination chamber. That's what Eddie's saying.
Possibility.
He sees Jade versus Nia. I could see that. The only thing about that is Nia is.
Yes.
So I still think Nia is so bad in the ring, and if it's any indication how Jade is in the ring, how it looked tonight, it's going to be a really sloppy match. There's going to be a lot of punches thrown. So
yeah.
At Mania, I don't believe Jade is ready for a major singles match. I agree 100%.
Well, like I said, she's rusty. She just came. She's been there.
That was
2 months now.
That was her bugaboo in NXT. She wasn't, polished enough. Just like Triple H said, the talent's there, but the technique is not there yet. So we're going to send you back down there to learn, from step one to where you're at now.
Right. I agree.
I think that it's more sense to go after Io Sky.
Oh, please don't go after Io, okay?
Zoe's better than Ronda. I agree, Eddie. Damage Control is using Bailey.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. I personally, Bailey going after Io does make sense, and I get it. But I would like to go after Bailey. I would go after Rhea. I think it'd be a good match. I was like,
hey, sometimes you got to choose a battle that you think you can win easily, a little better chance, and I think that's with Io.
Io's good though. Io's really good.
Okay, Dave, you go into a ring with a 98-pound woman who can high fly, or you go into a ring with the giant Rhea Ripley, and you might not walk out as one piece.
You're right. I see your point. I get it, but I'm just saying.
The whole thing is, when you're wrestling Rhea, you're wrestling one person. You're wrestling Io. You're wrestling the rest of Damage Control.
Yeah.
Right. Well, doesn't Dom count? I mean, Dom counts for that too.
He does help Rhea a little bit, but for the most part, whenever Rhea wrestles her championship matches, she goes out by herself and she's out there. He never comes out. So it's
he's out there sometimes. He's not out there all the time. He's out there sometimes.
Occasionally, yeah. Eddie said, should there be a United States type belt for females? Eddie, we've talked about this on the shows before, where I said I do believe there should be a U.S. title or an IC title for women. Because and like he says it right here, to give it to the second tier female wrestlers, something to shoot for. And I said there should be. They're very well. There should be more.
China was Intercontinental Champion once. Yeah,
that was the men's Intercontinental Champion.
That's what I'm saying. She held that title. So.
Yeah, that's what they wanted to build her up so big as being a super strong lady. The women should have their own. It should be the women.
And I'm not disagreeing with you. I think you're right. They should.
Yeah, I want to ask you guys something. I heard, during the press conference when they were talking to Bailey, they said, the difference between the men's Royal Rumble, where you didn't see legends come out tonight, because the women's division is so stacked with NXT wrestlers from this division and there.
Yep.
And she's like, this future for the women's wrestling is insane here. There's so much talent. But, man, I don't know. Were you kind of surprised? Was there anybody that you wanted to see come out that didn't come out, maybe?
Women's wise?
Yes, we're talking about women's, yeah.
Yeah. I got to think about that. Jade was my surprise.
Liv was mine. I gotta say Liv.
Yeah, I think Jade was mine. Yeah.
I didn't have anybody. I thought everybody that I could have thought of was out there that I would have wanted to see. So
I honestly thought Sasha was coming up, but I heard she signed with TNA.
That was now that you say that, we were talking about that earlier tonight, Sasha. But I didn't. They said she was there. She was in Tampa, but I don't know.
I don't know if did she sign with TNA or did she sign with AEW?
I think it's AEW. I think it's AEW. I put on Twitter. I was like, "Who's your surprise visit?" I was like, speaking for myself, I would say Liv Morgan or Sasha Banks. And as soon as I put that up, one dude was like, Sasha's not coming. She's not coming. The boss is not coming. She's with what is it? AEW. She's signing with AEW.
Yes.
So I was like, okay.
So guys, we have a new rule. All right, let's get to this first. Sean says, "I love all you guys. I know Adam loves the show. Me too." And here's the new rule. Adam Glenn put a new rule, new policy in the Out of the Box Sports handbook. He says, "New Out of the Box policy. 1 minute to read comments." So that's the new rule. I have 1 minute. I have 1 minute to read these comments. I can't get behind. Hey, the fact that I'm behind is great. That means that people are commenting.
Exactly.
So fantastic. So Eddie was also hoping for Sasha.
Yeah, I think a lot of people were. They were.
Okay.
Yeah, I all I've seen were Google reports that she's signed with AEW. I haven't seen her like Eddie said. I haven't seen her on TV.
But like I said, I did hear something that she was in Tampa tonight. So I don't know. Who knows?
All right, so let's move on to the men's Rumble. There, Cody repeats as Rumble winner. First repeat Royal Rumble winner since Hulk Hogan 26 years ago.
Stone Cold.
Stone Cold.
See, I thought it was Shawn back in '95, but I was wrong.
So I was looking at the Rumble winners that Out of the Box put up there. I didn't see the Stone Cold one. I didn't see the back-to-back Stone Cold. I seen the back-to-back Hulk Hogan, but I didn't see the.
And Michaels did it in '95 and '96.
I don't know.
He did. I'm telling you.
Are you sure? Are you even a fan?
HBK was back-to-back. Yes, I'm guaranteeing.
But the last one was Stone Cold.
Yes, that is correct. I think that was 20 and 21 or 19, 20, something like that. He did it.
Well, they said it was 26 years ago. That's all I know.
Yeah, it was 2010, maybe 10, 11. I don't even know. Something like that. I lost track. But it was Stone Cold Steve Austin. It was Stone Cold.
So it had to be the late 90s. They said 26 years ago. It's 2020.
So it's got to be 99, 99, 2000?
97, 98.
97, 98? Okay. Something like that.
Eddie says Stone Cold.
Yeah.
And whenever I see this, whenever I see Stone Cold like that, I hear it in Jim Ross's voice. Does anybody have anybody else?
Stone Cold.
That's what whenever I see Stone Cold, that's why I hear. By God, it's Stone Cold. That's the rattlesnake's here. He says Rumble was a bit too long and a lack of surprises killed the buzz. Plus, the Tampa crowd was so dead. I don't know. Phil Haney's probably.
I think they were that dead.
But Phil was there, and so he'd be able to tell us more if he felt like the crowd was
I
dead.
didn't think they were that dead. I thought they were pretty good at the ending when it was the final two.
Eddie says WWE is so deep in talent they do not need to have surprises in their neither Rumble matches.
Yeah.
I agree there, Eddie. The only problem is, so the thing with the surprises is it's a surprise. Everybody gets amped up for it then. So it's a huge high for everybody. The surprises don't win normally, so it's just a surprise. So I agree 100%. They don't need surprises. They have more than enough talent to go through for a 30-man match, and you'll have it be legit. But the surprise is just it's a pick me up.
My question:
Hulk Hogan won in 90 and 91. Okay, Shawn Michaels won in 95, 96. Stone Cold won in 97, 98.
Okay,
so that was in 97, 98 was the last one.
Yeah.
All right. Eddie says Grace was a great surprise.
Mm-hmm.
So Jordan Grace.
Why did they waste? My question. No, this is crazy, but why did they waste a roster spot with Pat McAfee? What was the point of that?
Dude, that was awesome.
What was the point to that?
That was awesome.
But you wasted a wrestling roster spot with it. Why? What did that do?
Because it got me out of my seat saying, holy shit, this is going to happen, okay?
Did you really think Pat McAfee was going to go in the ring and do something?
Hell yeah, him and his rattlesnake boots. I thought he was going to kick somebody in the head. I really did.
Yeah, but you wasted a spot where you could have put another wrestler in there.
Until Omos and what's his name, Gunther, or I think whoever.
That's another waste of spot. You took him, put him out too.
You didn't get hyped up when you seen Pat McAfee or Omos come in.
No, I didn't.
You're lying, Dave. I know you're lying.
I'm not. I was hyped.
You text me and said, holy shit, it's happening.
I did not.
Hey, really?
No, I didn't. When I saw Omos come, I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
Eileen says he couldn't get a surprise over Omos. Nice to see Andrade back.
Andrade, yes, he left AEW, came back to WWE.
Andre, who is he? Is he the one?
Andrade, that's Charlotte's husband.
That is him. Okay, he lost a lot of weight too.
Mm-hmm.
He looks really toned down. Okay,
he wasn't happy. He didn't want to leave it. He didn't want to leave WWE in the first place. That we were talking about that tonight or two earlier tonight. We were saying that he didn't want to leave WWE, but he did when he went to AEW. He wasn't happy over there, and then he came back. So apparently, he's a Triple H guy.
So this is a great point by
what I was told tonight.
I think Omos, whatever you want to call him, replaced Brock Lesnar. That's a good point. Brock.
That's a possibility.
From everything that was said, Lesnar was supposed to be in the Rumble until all this stuff started coming out over the last couple of days with him and all this other weird shit going on.
Right.
Eddie says, Ken, you probably can tell I'm a fan of the great one-liners. Yeah, I don't know if Dave picked up on it, Dave. When you were talking, you'd finish, I'd go, what? And then you'd finish talking, I'd go, what? And then you'd finish talking, I'd go, what? That was Eddie's.
Okay. I hear. Yeah, that was. Yeah.
I still do that. I still do that all the time. But yeah, I do. I think maybe Omos was the fill-in for Brock not being there because
that's a possibility. I didn't think about that until you said it.
Mr. Charlotte Flair, Andrade.
Yeah, Andrade. Yep.
But were you guys surprised the Usos were the first two in there? Honestly,
I was. I thought it was great, but I was really surprised they were the first two.
Mm-hmm.
I was too.
It makes you question. It makes you question the legitimacy of the lottery balls.
Mm-hmm.
No, I thought it was kind of neat to see them both in there at the same time because they're both good, and it was
yeah.
It was something to watch. I'll leave it at that. It was good.
Eddie, he loved it. A little bit of nostalgia there, getting the Usos back together, kind of, standing in the ring.
I mean, I know they're twins, but man, they look exactly the same. They really do. It's like, I mean, it's crazy.
One's a yeet, one's a no yeet.
Yeet, right.
And that's the funniest thing, Ken. All during the match when what's the main event Jay, right? That's me. It was so funny. Jimmy, every time he was about to get somebody to, like collaborate with him, he's like, no yeet. Okay, let's go get him. I'm like, yeet is the word of the night here. Yeet, no yeet. Okay, let's go beat his ass. Yeet.
It's just a shame how Roman's treating Jimmy. He's treating him like shit. He really is.
Storyline, Dave.
I get it.
I think it says when Omos was trying to throw Bronson Reed over the rope, but Bronson had actually got over the rope himself. Just
yes. Did you see
knocked himself out? Yeah.
He put his leg. He lifted his leg. Like, all right, let me help you out, brother. Let me lift my leg over the rope too. I'm like, are you serious?
Well, as big as a guy like that is, he don't want to get injured. So doing that was,
But still, either that or stand on the ring and get a clothesline off the ring. Don't just lift your damn leg over their match when the camera's right on you. Like, oh my God.
It was pretty obvious. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
And that's why, it's you don't want to go out there. You don't want to look like shit because then it's gonna, there's a chance it could knock you down a little bit in moving forward. It's like, hey,
I thought Bronson did well in the ring tonight. To be honest with you.
Well, I'm not going to argue with you there. It's just, when you half-ass getting thrown out because your partner can't do it, then it looks poorly on you. And then, you know what I mean? It could affect,
How tall is Omos?
7'4".
When he stood next to Bronson Reed, I'm like, holy shit.
He's like 7'4", 7'5", something like that.
Man.
And he says, Ken, the best part was the Australian jackass getting taken out first. The dumbass from Down Under. That's what I like to call him now.
Your boy.
Down Under. Freaking hate that guy.
I can't stand that guy.
Oh, gosh. You guys are killing him.
Even that damn show when remember with Dave at the Payback, you have Payback up there. They're doing the Grayson Waller effect.
Grayson Waller effect, yeah.
This guy.
Here comes a douchebag from Down Under.
That's Big Man's favorite wrestler.
Oh my goodness. So, what did you guys think of Braun Breaker?
Okay, all I got is holy shit. That's all I got to say.
kicked butt. That's for sure. He was good. He was really good.
He's from NXT, right? He's from NXT, right?
Yes, he's from NXT. That's correct.
This dude is Goldberg 2.0. How big
is he? Awesome. He's really good. Yeah.
I love the intensity. I love all that stuff.
He was pumped up. He was really going at it.
I'll tell you what. He hit JD McDonough so hard and knocked the shoulders right off of him.
He did.
There was a couple of spears that he did. I think it was one on Shinsuke when he did. Shinsuke was like, I thought he was dead, like penciled him, and he like split in half. I'm like, even the announcer said it. You know, Corey said, "Holy, I think he's like split in half there." He's insane.
Right. Doesn't Santino Marella own the shortest in the Royal Rumble, like the quickest entrance?
The announcer does. The announcer does.
No, I think it was Santino.
I still think it's Santino.
I think it was the announcer.
But I think tonight, I think it was broken tonight with
no, it wasn't.
With JD McDonough.
It wasn't. The shortest exit, the shortest exit in Rumble history. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it was
Santino. Is by one of those announcers that was in there.
Michael Cole.
Michael Cole. He's the shortest guy. Yes, it was. Because he said it tonight.
Yeah, he said he still has the record for the longest time an announcer has been in the Royal Rumble, which was like 1:10 or something like that.
Okay, it was an announcer. I thought it was like regular person. Anybody.
I could have sworn it was Santino Marella.
Santino was in and out in less than 3 seconds or something like that.
I thought it was the announcer because he said, "Oh man, he almost broke the record in Royal Rumble history." That
right.
Pat McAfee if he would have stayed in like another, got out with like another 4 or 5 seconds, he would have got the record. So that's why I thought that he held the record as announcer or /.
Well, I thought maybe it was JD McDonough tonight because he was in and out, literally. Like
that was R-Truth tossing JD into the ring after he got absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
On Breaker.
Right.
R-Truth was funny. Eileen says,
R-Truth was good.
R-Truth had a couple great spots tonight. One with the Women's Royal Rumble.
Mm. the tag team was great.
When he comes out for the Men's Rumble, he stood on the outside like a tag team. He grabbed that string. He putting his hand out. He's putting his hand out for Dirty Dom to tag him. And Dom's like, "What are you doing?" And then when Dom does tag him in, it was the greatest thing ever. The place went nuts.
And then when he saved Dom, remember that? I forgot who it was trying to get him out.
Right? Yeah, he did. Yeah, he saved. It was Miz.
It was Miz. Miz, about to throw his ass out of there. He went to grab Dom, and he's like, "No, not him. Then he pointed to his shirt like Dom, the family, or whatever. I'm like, dude. I was telling my niece, I was like, she's like, "What is this guy? Is he that dumb?" I was like, "No, this is a character. R-Truth is the man." I was like, then I said to myself, and if you can't get Booker T, you got to get R-Truth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, R-Truth still thinks he's part of Judgment Day. So,
hey.
Braun can actually wrestle without hurting. That's a shot at Goldberg because Goldberg hurt. Quite
Braun Breaker is good, man. Just watch him.
Does he come up now? Do they move him up? Do they move him up now?
I don't think he wants. See, I don't think he wants to come up. I think he likes being in NXT.
Some of those guys come up from NXT and they get lost. They get buried in the into the mix in the main roster, and they lose all sort of momentum that they had, and that's the bummer there. So
that was like Adam Cole. When Adam Cole was in NXT, he didn't want to come up to WWE. He didn't want to come to the main roster because Vince had him doing some kind of managerial thing. He didn't want to do that. He's like, no, I'll stay at NXT. And then when his chance went to AEW, he jumped ship, man. He went.
So Eddie says Braun can wrestle, not like Goldberg. R-Truth tossing JD into the ring. We've seen that one already. McAfee lasted 38 seconds. So that was Michael Cole saying that he didn't break his record. Michael Cole has the record for announcers in the Royal Rumble.
A minute and 10.
Announcers, okay.
The Miz was the one that was going to throw out Dirty Dom.
Ooh,
I thought maybe we'd get Sheamus, and that's the one that I wanted to bring up. Sheamus. I thought we were going to get Sheamus as well because from everything I heard, he's healthy, and so I was expecting Sheamus back. I'm really bummed that we didn't get Sheamus. I'm a huge Sheamus guy. I love Sheamus. So I'm bummed. I'm really.
How'd you guys think Finn Balor did tonight?
I think he was just a body, honestly.
Yeah,
Okay.
He did okay. Yeah, I mean that's.
I was surprised he was in it because he hasn't been in Rumbles. He hasn't been in many Rumbles in the past. So.
Well, I guess you need some legitimacy in there. You need bodies. Like Paul said.
I like Finn. I'm just saying Finn's a great wrestler. I'm just saying asking you guys how you thought he did in the Rumble.
I Eileen says, "Oh yeah, that's another thing. Why did Priest need to be in the Rumble when he already has the Money in the Bank briefcase?" I thought the same thing, Eileen. Like, why is this dickhead in there? And he already has the contract for a title shot. So I didn't understand it either. But I guess
they threw him in there.
Maybe if he wins it, he has double the shot. So
right.
If he loses the WrestleMania match, he could always cash in and get a second shot at it right away. So
there you go.
That would have been something.
Makes sense.
Eddie says, "Give me R-Truth all day over Booker T." That's it. I like Booker T. There was times Booker, when he was King Booker, was really funny. But R-Truth is the man. R-Truth is the man.
R-Truth is great.
He gives you that pop, that laughter, like, oh, you're taking it all serious. Then R-Truth comes in there like a couple weeks ago with the money, from the sales and shit like that. And it's like tonight going into the wrong match and then standing there holding the rope for a tag. I'm like, this dude is so funny, damn funny.
He's lost.
He's awesome. He plays it perfect.
He does.
Eddie Prather says, "Can you dig it, sucker?" That's Booker T, the five-time champion. Spinneroonie time,
guys.
Eddie says Vince isn't there anymore to bury the NXT guys. Yeah, and that's the one good thing.
That's right. Exactly.
The working relationship between Hunter and Shawn Michaels is huge. So when they do bring up NXT guys, they bring them up for a reason, for a purpose, instead of just bringing them up and burying them in the main roster. They're going to bring these NXT guys up when they're ready, and they can actually contribute to a major storyline.
Well, Eddie says it best. Hunter loves his NXT guys, and that's what they should have been doing with Vince, but Vince would never do that. Bring those guys up.
Yeah. Finn was just there, and he says greed. How did you guys think CM Punk looked in the Rumble?
I thought he was great. I thought he was phenomenal.
I thought he looked pretty good too. First time we've seen him on TV since AEW, so wrestling on it.
Punk has not lost a step. Punk is he is awesome. It's awesome.
I think Eddie would disagree. Eddie's not a Punk guy, but I thought he looked pretty good. I wasn't surprised the last two came down to Punk and Cody. The final four was what we had. We had Cody, Punk, Drew, and who was the four? Gunther. Gunther was the other one.
Yeah. Cody Rhodes. No, the four was Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, Gunther, Damian Priest.
Oh, Priest.
I thought it was Drew.
No, Damian Priest was already out of there.
I thought Drew was in the final four.
I don't think he was. I got it right here.
So is Priest, Gunther?
It says right here, eliminated. This is why I put it out of the box. Eliminated Drew McIntyre and Sami Zayn. Who's left? Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, Gunther, and Damian Priest. Who wins? Time's yours. Yep. The final four.
Okay.
So I mean, even Drew there at the end. So this takes me back actually to a comment we had about 45 minutes ago, I think, from Phil Haney. Let me go ahead back and find it and put it back up there real quick.
Come on, Ken. You got 1 minute. Ken.
I'm getting there. I'm scrolling. There's a lot of comments here to get through. Right here it is.
Oh wow!
Phil Haney says, "What will Drew do next? What's on the docket for Drew now?"
He'll bitch him out on the mic like he always does it Raw.
Is that what's? Well, I mean, like, what's the?
Well, I don't know what he's going to do. That's what he's going to do that tomorrow night or something Monday night.
What's he going to bitch about, Dave?
That he got robbed. He got robbed again, and things didn't go his way, like he always does.
Okay, where does he go though? Who's next? What's the next for him?
So does this lead to
it's a great question. I don't know.
Him and Sammy? Does that
I guess that makes sense.
Because he's the one that attacked Sammy, put Sammy out for a little bit, and
I could see that.
I was kind of hoping that Sheamus was going to return, and maybe him and Sheamus would kind of reunite for a tag team run. But Drew's still pining for that world title to make it.
But I'm saying, but on Monday Night Raws, I mean, he's been coming out and doing promos and bitching that he's not getting his chance.
Dave, when you call bitching, I call the truth.
Call it what you want, big man. I'm telling you what it is.
Yeah, right. It is the truth. He's speaking the truth.
Come on, how many chances is Drew going to get?
But as Phil says here, okay, will Gunther go after Seth? Okay, we see that happening, right? Where does Drew go? Because the fact that he's lost every chance he's gotten. Where does the storyline take him now?
Well, it's going to take. Well, I think he's going to be in the Elimination Chamber probably, so he's going to get another shot. But so yeah,
Oh, great! Another story, another Cody
Well,
Rhodes story.
Gunther hasn't lost anything. He's still the IC champ.
Gunther should have won all this shit. I wanted Gunther to win this.
I'm glad he didn't.
I won. Well, you stop bitching, Dave.
I know.
Okay?
Jesus Christ, you're yelling at us now, Dave. Relax.
I'm sorry. I've been yelling all night. I'm sorry. I don't know.
But if you think about it though, Sammy and Drew do have a beef because they as soon as they got in the ring, it was just like eye connection. I see you, you see me. Let's battle it out. So maybe that's the storyline. I don't know. I really don't know. Who knows?
So yeah, I think Drew and Sammy, but I think Drew's going to be in the Elimination Chamber, which he'll probably lose there again. And like Dave said, he'll probably be on the mic the next night bitching about how he lost there. So
that's what I'm just saying. That's what he's been doing the last like 2 or 3 Monday nights. So.
But yeah,
Ken, but real quick before I forget, man, it's already 2:00. I'm getting really tired. I got one thing to say, really quick. I want to settle this really quick. I'm going to settle this. Last time I'm ever going to speak about it. Okay, you guys ready for this?
Yes.
You ready? You ready, Ken?
I'm ready.
Bianca's fucking hair is real.
It has to be real.
Thank you.
You see that lady hanging on to it? If that shit's fake, that's coming out, glue or not.
That's what I'm saying. You can nail that. You can nail it, staple it, whatever you want to do. There ain't no damn glue or staple going to hold that hair when a lady's hanging on that shit to do or die, get off the ropes there. That shit is real.
That's not what I thought you were going to say.
What was I going to say, Dave?
I don't know, but it wasn't that. I didn't think it was going to be that.
Hey, that's the topic of the night. That this, you know what? Prove me right there. It's real.
Oh God.
Sammy went straight for Drew. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why I think. For Drew.
If you guys think that, fine.
You don't think it's real? Oh,
no, I don't.
Dave, you find me some Super Glue or Gorilla Glue and do that shit, okay?
Well, what was that? Back in the day, they had that commercial for. It was Crazy Glue, where the guy would put it in his hard hat.
He hits a hat and he's hanging off the beam. He hangs on the beam. Yes.
Oh God.
Well, you know what? It might be Super Glue. It might be Super Glue. Crazy Glue.
I don't know. I just don't. Okay.
I'm just saying it's real.
Crazy Glue her hair to her head.
It's real. It has to be real.
I mean, they were pulling on it pretty hard. I'll give you that.
I'm going to go ahead and do our sponsor reads here real quick before we get the hell out of here. I'm tired. I worked last night and I have not slept yet.
Wow, you must be exhausted.
I nodded off a couple times during the Rumble because it wasn't the most exciting Rumble we've ever seen, but I did nod off a couple times.
No.
Paul, I don't know if you've seen the beginning of the show, but I said, the one great thing that Triple H has done is he moved these premium live events to Saturday, which is awesome.
Yeah.
I said, now as an old son of a bitch that I am and that we are, we need to get him to move it up a couple hours now so we can kind of watch it without falling asleep here. Maybe like a early bird special type of premium live event. Started at 5 p.m. or something. I don't know.
Yeah, these 2:00 nights are getting kind of late for us guys.
Yeah.
Go ahead and check out Jason Fine.
What?
Attorney Big Al. You can reach Big Al at 1-800-HURT-123. That's 1-800-HURT-123. Jason Fine specializes in motor vehicle accidents, slip and falls, workman's comp, and personal injury claims. He has 3 office locations conveniently located throughout Pennsylvania, New Jersey. In New Jersey, Cherry Hill, New Jersey, the offices are located at 3 Greensward Lane. The office number is 856-209-5258. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The offices are located at 500 Grant Street, Suite 2900. The phone number there is 412-365-8151. And in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the offices are located at 1628 JFK Boulevard, Suite 2120. The phone number there is 267-888-2980. That's Jason Fine, Attorney Big Al. Head on over to monkeycoldcoffee.com. Get all your coffee needs right there. They got the bourbon chocolate chip infused coffee, toasted coconut rum, also a Sumatran blend, the newest blend, organic blend, Perula, Florida. Also, one of the newest blends that I have, very good, is the Golden Honey Agave coffee. Very good. They got coffee mugs, tumblers, T-shirts, cold brew pitcher, K-cup adapters. Don't forget your Paradise Rum Cake. It's very good. All that at monkeycoldcoffee.com. And at checkout, use that promo code OOTB Sports for 10% off of your order. The promo code, once again, is OOTB Sports for 10% off your order at monkeycoldcoffee.com. Hey, everybody, we're back.
Hello.
I got 2 more comments before we get the hell out of here. Eddie says, Eddie's hanging in there strong, Eddie. We appreciate it. He goes, I have seen Bianca at the WWE Hall of Fame when her hair looks shorter. Eddie, she wraps it. Women fold their hair like they do stuff to it to like flip it and roll it, and that's what I'm saying about that right there. Out of the box sports entertainment says for Big Al, you want to call 267-303-7324 for free consultation anytime and mention Atomic Drop Podcast.
There you go.
It's not too late. Don't call at 3 o'clock in the morning on that number, though.
He's up. Trust me.
Use that number as much as possible for anything. DoorDash, whatever.
Oh my God! Please don't say that. I know it's not wrestling related, but I think I told Dave this story. I don't know if I told you, Ken. About a month ago, somebody called that number and asked me if they had a case, 2 different cases here.
You told me this.
One for walking down the steps. She said she walked down the steps and kicked her dog, and her dog made her fall. I was like, no, you can't sue your own ass. Okay, you can't do that. The other one was a lady that we're not going to say where they were, but she was providing a service for another guy in the car, basically.
Oh,
and
that's what I'm
the
talking
lady,
about.
the guy, he didn't pay the money, so she started arguing. Next thing you know, hands were thrown or whatever. She gets knocked out of the car, and she's asking me if she has a case. And I was like, what is your profession? She's like, you understand what I'm saying here, And I was like, no, you don't have a case. We don't, provide help for that kind of professionalism, So,
oh God,
if you have a legitimate case, no call.
Well, she was professional. She provided a service that needed to be paid for. She has a legitimate claim here. I mean, I get it. You can't really, cover that kind of.
According to her, she did a hell of a job, is what she said.
Oh, according to her, yeah, sure.
She even said, "Would you like to try it?" And I said, "No, I'm okay."
Oh my gosh.
That's good.
Oh
stuff.
God. Oh God.
Calling now, he's up, but trust me, he's up.
Dave, if they call me, I'm going to give them your number personally.
Gee, thanks.
I'm talking to my assistant, Dave Yarnell, the showstopper.
Right. I'm up.
Dave, real quick before we get out of here, do you want to tell them when we can see you next?
Are
you on next here?
Will we be?
So, do you have anything during the week going on? Are you on Cowboy show or what?
Do we? I don't even know. Wednesday night, 9:30.
Hi, my name is Dave Yarnell. We'll be on this Wednesday night at 9:30.
9:30. You can catch me. Right.
And that guy Paul Spencer will be on this Wednesday.
That guy next to you. Right. Exactly.
Bitching about why we don't make the playoffs.
Well,
it's 9:30 this Wednesday. Dem 215 boys. You'll see Paul and Dave talking Cowboys football. Paul, anything else the rest of the week?
Yeah, Thursday we got the NFL Weekly Pick'em Show, which Dave, I totally forgot about that too. Okay, that's going to be Thursday at 6 p.m. also, and of course Friday, one of our great commenters there, Phil Haney, and I will be talking about the predictions, recapping the conference finals, and also getting ready for the Super Bowl here coming on. So that's where you find me. That's Friday at 7 p.m. So,
well, the reason I didn't say Wednesday night at 9:30 because we didn't do it last Wednesday. That's why I wasn't sure.
But you forgot the Thursday night show.
Well, I was going to get to it until you said it.
But
cut him off. You
beat me to it.
I'm not sure if I'll be live this Wednesday at 10 a.m. I'm still kind of debating. I want to see if the Mets make any moves. If not, I'll be on the following Wednesday with the Batcave. I will be on this Friday, 10 a.m. with the Silver and Black Lair, talking Raiders football and LA Kings hockey from pigskin to puck. And we will be live again. Next weekend is my full work weekend, so I will not be live next weekend. So, Dave, if you want to hop on with the ladies or whatever.
Yeah, if they're willing to hop on, I'm sure I can hop on anytime. It's fine. Friday or Saturday, it's fine.
So stay tuned. We'll figure it out, and if the Atomic Drop will be on, we'll create a live stream and it'll be there.
Sure, I'm okay with that. And you can, like I said, you can catch me Thursday night, 7 o'clock, the Pick'em Show. It's a great time. Me, Paul, and Dan. Check us out, 7 o'clock. And Thursday. That's a Thursday night, and Wednesday night, 9:30, the Cowboys Show. You can check me out there.
All right. Anything else? Any final thoughts here, guys, before we head out?
Final thoughts. The show was good tonight. I was happy to see Cody win. Definitely back to back was the perfect ending for him. And now he gets to go on WrestleMania. He gets to fight Roman, and I thought that was great. And I'm sure with Triple H running the show now and all the McMahons out, it will be it's just going to get better, and just keep enjoying wrestling. It's going to be fun.
Paul, anything?
Hey, two things. I am so glad that Liv Morgan's back. I'm just pissed off when my Asian women didn't get a chance to get in there and win this. Kairi Sane got knocked out. Asuka knocked out. Shinsuke got his ass beat too. But it made it better because Liv Morgan's back, and I think it's the women's division is something I really want to look forward to in the future. It's bright, man. I'm really happy about this. But in all honesty, make a pay-per-view where it's not so prediction-wise, you know what's going to happen. Give me some cliffhangers or something out there, because I love it, but you got to give me some little bit over the top here, out of the box, basically, you know.
Yeah, I agree, Paul. It was an okay pay-per-view. It wasn't great. If you're going to have it as predictable as what it was, that you definitely need a surprise or two, a bigger surprise or two in there to kind of build the excitement for it, because it was a very predictable show as to who was going to win. How they got there, maybe not as predictable, but you can kind of figure out who the final four was going to be, especially in the men's. And you know, if you're going to have it like that, you need to have a couple big surprises in the Rumble to really bring the excitement level up.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, not bad. You know, the women's division does look very, very bright, and like the bounce off what Dave said, you know, Triple H running the show, I feel like the company's in much, much better hands than it was over the last, 4, 5, 6, 7 years.
What is his comment?
Paul says they got the tag belts.
Oh no, he's talking about Asuka and Kairi. Yeah, I know they got the tag belts, but I wanted him to give it a little bit more storyline kick with Bayley in there, not getting it out so fast and letting Bayley go through it by herself. I wanted to see Kairi and Asuka help her in a way, and then like a little turn going on somewhere in there. I just got pissed off they got so eliminated so early. That's what I'm talking about.
He said, "Don't be greedy, Paul."
I'm sorry. Well, Asians like money. We're like, we like everything. So that's
we're talking to him here, Mr. Green.
Yeah.
What is his comment? I need what?
Give me a second.
Damn, Dave, stop bitching. Stop. Damn.
I'm
Dave.
sorry. I know. I just happened to read it. Sorry.
Well, then read it, Dave. Dave, you read it. Go ahead. What's it say?
Dave, IGF, you need someone?
Dave, get on your lingo. IGF, Dave. It's if. Don't you know that? It's common.
Come on, Dave.
If, Dave. Come on.
I see IGF. I mean, Dave, if you need someone. Oh, okay.
If he's talking about for Saturday.
Eddie, if you want to hop on, let me know. Ken's not going to hop on.
Sure. I didn't know where he was going with that. Okay.
Eddie, message me sometime this week. I'll get you on a stream with me. We'll check out everything, and then you and Dave can go. If worse comes to worse, I can produce it for you guys. Whatever. Okay.
Eddie, even if you want to hop on when I am around with Dave, we could do a nice three of us and stuff like that. So that'd be a lot of fun.
Sorry, guys. I just saw the IGF. I was like, what?
It's fine. It's a joke. Eddie, hit Paul up during the week.
Definitely.
Yeah, hit him up.
Definitely.
He says he will.
All
right, so that's all we have for tonight. Thanks for checking the show out. Very late. And we'll see you guys next time. Have a good morning.
Yeah, and enjoy the football games tomorrow if you're going to watch them.
Yep. See you later.
I got to be at church in 6 hours, guys. Thank you.
Have fun with that one.